In just 100 days, we turned this boring piece of land into this beautiful structure. And in this video, I'm going to go through the highlights of the various stages of the building project. But if you want a very detailed breakdown, we started a new channel called the Building Academy, where we will be going through week by week what we did on the building project and answer all your questions on that channel. I'll leave a link to that channel at the end of the video. Now, with that said, let's get straight into the video. This project is situated at Ayi Mensah in the Greater Accra region. It's kind of like at the outskirts of Accra, getting close to Peduase. It's like two friends who purchased two plots of land, divided into two, and then they contacted us that they wanted us to help them to build. Now, the initial engagement always starts like most people do, through email. If you want us to support you on your building project or supervise or manage, send us an email at africabuildinghub@gmail.com, and then we'll pick it up and review. Once they sent the email, they said they've been watching our channel, they believe we are the right people to do this building project for them. What we usually do is when we review the email, we set up a meeting, an online meeting with these clients together with the rest of the Africa Building Hub team, which includes our architects, our consultants, our engineers, etc. We try and understand what the requirements of the client is. Always we recommend that get an architect. We've observed that in Ghana, a lot of people want to avoid going to architects because they feel they're expensive. But then I feel that when you want to do your building project properly, get an architect. Again, we have a team of architects as part of the Africa Building Hub team and community. If you want us to also help you with your architectural drawings, then you can again send us an email. We look at your requirements, we give you a cost. If you're fine with it, we can design for you. One, they confirmed that they had the architectural drawings. Two, they confirmed that they had started the building permit process, but they didn't have the permit yet. And we know typically the building permit process in Ghana can take somewhere from weeks to sometimes months. But they had been given a receipt. And in Ghana, you can use that receipt when the municipal assembly people are going around checking people who are doing unauthorized work. You can show it to them. They know that the process is ongoing. At least when there's just like a few days or weeks for them to issue the final permit. They also showed us the way that they want to run the project. The next thing that we needed to do was to provide them a bill of quantities. Now, the bill of quantities process involves us looking at your architectural drawings, visiting your site, and then coming up with a detailed estimate for materials and coming up with a detailed estimate for labor. In the process, we give them for every square meter, this is the amount you are going to require for materials, this is the amount you are going to require for labor. We broke it down into the materials, so sand, cement, iron rods in square meters, etc. Then they will go and source it. Then this is how much we are also charging per square meter for labor. It's pretty transparent. We went through a lot of review processes, and then we finally agreed on the cost. The next step is you build a detailed work plan. Project management, you do a work breakdown, right? That week one, this is what we are doing, this is the output, this is the effort required. Week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, all the ways. If you estimate that in 100 days you are going to complete the project, you break it down into milestones. Week 1 milestones, week 2 milestones, week 3. So we did all that for the client. Again, we had multiple sessions online to review all these. They were fine. Once that was decided upon, we needed to do mobilization. For mobilization, we are getting all the guys who are going to do the work, especially when it comes to foundation. You need people who are going to dig, you need carpenters, you need masons, you need plumbers, you need all those people, right? We are getting all of them to come to the site, come and see where it is, put the plans together internally and say, okay, this day you are coming, this day. We review the project with them. They understand. Everybody understands. There are no excuses like I need to travel to the village, my sister is getting married, and things like that. When we commit to timelines, we need to ensure that we stick to those timelines. We assign a project manager during the process of mobilization. The project manager will interface with our internal teams, interface with the client and his team, family members, etc. Those key people that we identified when we went for the site visit. And then once that was done, we did a setting out, which is like marking the land based on the architectural drawing for the excavation of the foundation, where the rooms are going to be and all that. And this is where I bring today's video to an end, because it's going to be multiple part series, but we are going to be breaking it down on the separate channels. What you are going to do is click on this link to watch the detailed breakdown of all the steps I've spoken about.